Should be interesting, man. So we have a article coming from comicbook.com. Superman fans want the movie's original cut to be restored. Are they right? Listen, I told y'all the only way I would watch James Gunn's Superman again is if the original cut with the extra 25 to 30 minutes is released. That's the only way I'll watch it, so I can see how much goofier it can get. Let's see what they're talking about in this article, man. This is actually kind of funny, I ain't gonna lie. Blockbuster filmmaking is an enterprise defined by enormous financial risks. Studios invest hundreds of millions of dollars into a single production. A gamble that means they cannot afford for the movie to fail at the box office. To mitigate this risk, it is common practice to hold test screenings for early cuts of a film, gathering feedback from a sample audience to gauge reactions and identify potential problems. This input often leads to last-minute changes, fine-tuning the final product before its official release. While the process is designed to improve a film's commercial prospect, it can sometimes become controversial. Such is the case with James Gunn's Superman, where a specific creative choice was removed due to the audience feedback. A decision that a vocal segment of the fan base now wants to see reversed. This is interesting, I'm not gonna lie. The theatrical version of Superman unfolds over the course of a single week, but the original cut made this timeline explicit. Gunn's initial edit featured title cards that announced the days of the week, effectively splitting the movie into chapters. Wow. This device reportedly tested poorly with early audiences, leading to its removal from the final film. Now, a fan edit by Danny Regino, I probably said that wrong, I'm sorry, brother, that skillfully reinserts these title cards into key scenes has gone viral on social media, sparking a debate among fans who believe the test audiences were wrong. On the popular RDC Cinematic subreddit, a thread titled "Honestly Disagree with the Test Audience about the removal of these" became a hub for fans to express their support for the original creative vision. The discussion highlighted a sharp divide in opinion. User HS Home Zero voiced their frustration, joking, "For real, they probably picked these test audiences from Luther's pocket dimension." Conversely, some fans agree with the studio's decision. "I like them gone." User Micah Evans 88 stated, "I prefer timelines to be somewhat ambiguous unless it's vital to the story." However, a compelling argument for the title cards came from the user Infamous Lab 8136. Oh, gotta take a drink real quick. I'd counter that. "It was important to show this was less than a full week," they wrote. "This is a universe where Metropolis can face a foe that defeats Superman on Monday, a kaiju on Tuesday, and still have an interdimensional imp bearing down on them Tuesday night. It establishes that it is a very, very busy universe where heroes and supervillains have not only been active but have begun to be seen as commonplace." Fans also pointed to another instance where Gunn overruled test audiences by keeping a scene where Superman saves a squirrel, a moment that has since become a fan favorite. It's cool, we'll talk about it. Regardless of debates over its final cut, Superman has been unqualified success for DC Studios. The film was met with strong reviews from critics, earning an 83% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. The critical acclaim translated directly into commercial triumph, as the movie quickly became the highest grossing superhero film of 2025. It's not really much to say because, yeah, both Marvel and DC's they're in shambles as of now. Besides Marvel, things are looking better with Marvel with Fantastic Four, but they're still in shambles. Superman has soared at the box office. crossing the 600 million mark worldwide. The domestic haul alone has been particularly impressive, reaching over 346 million, surpassing the North American earnings of the previous DC films like Aquaman and Man of Steel. This performance also makes it the highest grossing Superman film ever in the U.S. market. Yet, worldwide, it's not even comparing. Come on now. I hate that little narrative, man. Like, the domestic. Oh, in America, it's doing great. It doesn't matter. Worldwide is what matters. You think at the end of the day, business people care about domestic? This is the thing with the comment section with people like, we're celebrating Superman being a domestic hit. Who gives a damn? I can tell you this. Business people, they do not care what Superman is doing only domestically. Business people want to see the numbers worldwide. They want to see the profit coming in from everywhere, not just domestic. Domestic does not matter. And it's so annoying that this narrative has been pushed so hard that people are actually falling for it. Not only on the YouTube comments, but everywhere. Oh, we're celebrating the success of Domestic Man because he's made so much money in the U.S. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, a business person wants to see the numbers that matter. And the numbers that matter are worldwide numbers, not just domestic. As the inaugural film of the new DCU, Superman carried the immense pressure of setting the tone, improving the viability of Gunn and Peter Safran's new vision. Following a series of underperforming projects from the previous DC era, the studio needed a definite win to restore audience confidence and build momentum for their ambitious multi-platform story. Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. The success of Superman has done exactly that. With a strong foundation now firmly in place, DC Studios has the freedom to move forward with its diverse slate of upcoming projects, Supergirl and Clayface, knowing that audiences are on board with the new direction. What am I reading? So, you mean to tell me that this foundation is solid right now? No, it's not. This is not a solid foundation. A solid foundation would have been to unite fans, not divide fans. Unite fans. And the fans are not united. The fans are split. And we've been talking about this for weeks and months. This is not a solid foundation. What are we reading here? A solid foundation is when everyone is coming together to support something. Everyone is not supporting this. I don't care what the domestic numbers say, man. If Crypto wasn't in this movie, I guarantee you it would not be doing so good. We saw adoption rates go over 200% for animals. Over 70% of U.S. households have a pet, and people love their pets. So, yes, they sold a good majority of tickets and sales to people who own pets. If Crypto was not in this movie, it would not be doing this good. You know, it's kind of like if you're playing a sport. Let's say we're playing basketball. You're winning right now. It's 100 to 56, and it's only the third quarter. You keep all your starters in, and they're going nuclear. They're just getting more stats. Those stats all they're doing is stacking. That's all they're doing. They're just stacking stats. That's exactly what this movie is doing. It's just stacking stats because Crypto literally is carrying this movie. Oh, it's just DC's in shambles. And we've talked about this because not only with Peacemaker Season 2 coming out and having an orgy scene in the very first episode, which I haven't seen yet. I haven't seen it yet. You got Supergirl's a drunk calling Superman a bitch at the end of Superman. You know, it's just, this is not solid. And it's not solid. It's not a solid foundation for many of reasons that I could probably go on forever, but I'm not. Yeah. What was this article even about? Oh, the final release of the movie. See, I done got all twisted up. They talk about all this different stuff. Listen. Oh, the squirrel scene. I did want to say something about the squirrel scene. You know, in the movie, I didn't have a problem with Superman saving the squirrel. When he did it, I was just like, do we really have to get this corny though? When he saved the squirrel, I kind of just rolled my eyes, man, because I was just like, come on now. It's kind of like Superman saving a cat out of a tree. It's like, do we really need to go this corny to know how Superman is? What kind of a character Superman? We know what kind of character Superman is. We don't need to see this man save a squirrel. We really don't. We don't need to see him save cats out of trees. We know this character, okay? It's just, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah. Release the gun cut. Release it. I want to see the full 25 to 30 minutes of extra comedy, so I can see how much goofier it can get. But that's the only way I'd watch it. I would never watch this movie again. I'm not buying the DVD. 5 out of 10 for me. And honestly, I feel like David could actually be a really good Superman if he had a different script and different director. I feel like David could actually be a really, really good Superman. Better than Henry, I don't know. But I feel like he could, because he did have some moments in there. And it's just the way it was written and the way it was played out. It was just like, it just didn't work for me. But I feel like David could actually be a really good Superman with the right script and with the right director. Because he had his moments, but this was just a one-time watch for me, and I could care less to ever see this again. Unless they release the gun cut and we can watch the full version of the extra 25 to 30 minutes of comedy. Then I would really watch it, just to see how much goofier the movie can get. So, yeah. That's my thoughts on this, man. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys thought. Would you watch Superman 2025 again? The gun cut, that is. Would you watch it again for the extra 25 to 30 minutes of extra footage that got cut out? Let me know in the comments down below. And I will catch you guys in the next one, man. 100,000 subscribers is ground time. Let's get it.